Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. I know I've been gone for a minute. I've been gone for like 4 or 5 days or whatever, but I'm back, y'all. I'm back, y'all. I'm back, y'all. Okay, I'm here. Okay, I mean, this is a premiere. But again, I'm still here. Okay, thank y'all for tuning in to this premiere of the Growing Up Hip Hop review. Okay, look, I needed a bit of a break. Okay, wasn't much going on. And I feel like when I replenish myself, I give y'all a better review and better time and better, engagements or whatever. But that's neither here nor there. Okay, please make sure to, subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, okay, and all that good stuff and whatever. Do not forget to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, also on Twitter, okay? Don't forget to also like the video, comment in the comment section, share the video, and all of that, because y'all know, like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, hit the notify me bell, okay, because it lets you know when I have a premiere, when I have a live, okay, because right now it is 1:07 in the morning. Y'all gonna get this sometime on Saturday morning, but again, I am here, okay? Now, today is Saturday. Y'all know what that means. Tonight, okay, at 5:30 p.m., our standard, okay, Love at the Lockup review will be on live. Yes, I'll be live tonight, 5:30 p.m. If you watching this, the live is already set. Go ahead, remind me, okay, be here to talk about all the foolishness of the Love at the Lockup people or whatever, okay? Come on through. Now, it's late. Hey, y'all, how y'all doing? Yep, hair all wrapped up, honey, because I did not feel like combing my hair, okay? And I found my little wrap scarf, and I was like, girl, wrap it on up, okay? But anyway, hey, y'all, how y'all doing? Anyway, I'm going. Okay. Yes, I love that streams right now we can have our name and also like a title. And my title, okay, is HJIC. Who am I? The head JayBird in charge. Okay. I think it's cute. Because usually I don't have my name here because y'all know who I am. But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna leave it here. Okay, so you know JayLeesCorner. Who am I? Who is Jaylee? Well, she is the head JayBird in charge. Okay. Anyway, let's go. So again, tonight, well later on today. Okay, 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. Come on through. Okay, for the Love at the Lockup review. We have a good old time with these people around here. Yes. Okay, let's get into these people right here. Look, I don't know what's going on with Growing Up Hip Hop. I'm like, are they running out of people? Is that what it is? I think they may be running out of people because I was like, I'm a bit bored, not all the way bored, but I'm still wondering what's going on here. It's like, as we gearing up to whatever. Now, when I saw the preview for the rest of the season, that looks amazing. So a part of me feel like the beginning of the season was like, okay, a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit everywhere. Give us little tidbits and stuff, okay? And then it's going to come on with the shablam, okay? When Romeo come back or whatever and things start to moving. Okay, things get to moving. But let's see. First, we had Briana meeting up with Sakoya. Now, you know, when two people who get on my nerve is usually sitting around talking, I don't like to listen. Okay, because Briana, 7 times out of 10 is getting on my nerves. Okay, the other 3 times or whatever, she cool. But 7 out of 10, she usually irking me in some kind of way. Sakoya tree, willow tree, always irks my nerves. She has no purpose here. I hate how she dressed. She gets on my nerves. And she just around here for nothing, causing arguments because she ain't got nothing else going on. So they meet up to chit chat or whatever. Briana brings up how she wants to have a party. She wants to have a party. She wants to invite all the ladies because everyone needs to get to know each other. I'm like, don't y'all already know each other? And then some of y'all just don't get along. I'm leaving it be. Now they're up there laughing about Cree. Laughing and chit chatting about Cree. And look, I have said it and I will say it again. Cree is too mature for this show. And to me, this episode proved that. Now, I know some of y'all may not have liked what Cree said later on in the episode. We're going to fully dive into that. But I want to say, I fully, wholeheartedly believe Cree is too mature for some of the immature people who don't know how to comprehend conversations and how conversations go. She ain't gonna mess with them. Cause they a little bit dumb diddy. Okay, I'm diddy. But Briana, like, I wanna invite Cree or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I'm apprehensive about inviting Cree because Cree is unstable. I say not Briana. When Briana, okay, as I used to call her, Mary J. Blige's future ex-husband's child, with Mary J. Blige's ex-husband's child called Cree. I said, girl, not the kettle, calling a teapot a water holder. Yes, I said not a kettle, calling a teapot a water holder. Girl, if Cree unstable, what is you? You're both water holders, okay? And we have never seen you stable, ma'am. Okay, not on a Monday, not on a Tuesday, not on a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Never. We rarely ever see you stable or sober. Whenever we see Briana, she has a drink in her hand or she's smoking something. So, ma'am, you are unstable on a regular day. So for you to say Cree is, I was like, really? You're apprehensive about inviting Cree because you think she's unstable? I'm apprehensive about anyone going to your event because you're unstable. Okay, Willow Tree then says, her Cree is always saying little stuff about me. Okay, she tossed some shady comments about my daddy. We see the clip from last week when, again, Sakoya keeps talking about her mama, okay, in defense of her daddy. So we see the clip of her of Cree telling Sakoya, you know, you really should not be mad or can't be mad at your mama for moving on for your alcoholic father. That is the truth. Because we don't really know each other. I don't know how, girl, this is why I say Cree don't need to be on the show because y'all don't even know how to have a conversation. Is that how fake the show is? To where when you are saying, I can't believe my mama wants to leave my father. And when someone say, but your father was a lifelong drunk who cheated on your mama and made your mama unhappy. And you don't get why she left said alcoholic father. You around here calling to, you're saying to everyone, my dad is so unhappy. My dad misses my mom. Yes, because she was the only one allowing him to be an alcoholic while she kept the house intact. Okay? So again, people don't get the truth. Okay? I'm like, your daddy was an alcoholic. That was public knowledge. Your daddy was on a reality show showing us his alcoholism. Okay, we all have seen what he put your mama through. If you are going to have multiple conversations with anyone who will listen, because all Sakoya say, my mom is dating lazy and it's not fair to my father. If you I want to keep starting conversations in defense of your alcoholic father. Again, you're always speaking in defense of your daddy against your mama. That shit not gonna be math thing with people our age. The math ain't gonna math. Okay? When talking to adults, the math don't math when you're upset at your mom for leaving your father, who again, as you know, was an alcoholic person forever. Get out my damn face. And then these two messy individuals, Briana and Sakoya Tree, we had to figure out how to confront Cree, you know, without it being confrontational, because, you know what I'm saying, it's just something that is laughable. That is really, this girl, this is why, in my opinion, Cree is too mature for this show, because the people on this show, meaning thing one and thing two right here, don't even understand. Cree literally be having nothing Cree said to Sakoya Tree is not something I would not. If Sakoya Tree came to me, you know, I am so upset that my mama, you know, is dating lazy. I don't, because my daddy missed her, my daddy moved on. I would have said, you do know, you did you not see your father was alcoholic? Because we've seen it all on TV, on the news, on the reality shows. We've seen it all. Like, he was a full-blown alcoholic. You mad at him? I mean, you mad at your mom? Okay. Anyway, again, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Okay, let's move on. JoJo around here creating storylines. JoJo and Tanice are currently in LA because one, they're shooting a show. And so JoJo has a little business in LA. Okay, it's like a cannabis content company, whatever. Like they don't sell cannabis, but they make content about it and speak about all the education. This is content surrounding the cannabis. It's all that they just don't sell it yet. Okay, now his business partner said, hey, we really need you to move to LA. Like, weed is not legal in New York. You can't really shoot. You have to be careful what you do in LA. I mean, girl, you have to be careful what you do in New York because it's not legal there. If you was to move here to LA where it's legal, it will be much easier for us to get things done and blah, 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 blah. I never get why people create a business in a state they don't live in that they want to succeed. It's weird to me. Because if the business I would not want to have to fly back and forth consistently for a startup business. But if you're just paying for something and kind of jumping into it, it is not really your business. I guess that's what it is. If the business was already created in LA and you just kind of partner with someone, you didn't create what it is, I would get that. Okay, but you couldn't. I'm gonna leave that be anyway. So again, the partner said, "We need you here." Blah 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 blah. Jordan said, "Look, I'm thinking about moving to LA for real." He was saying, we don't want to rent a space here. Okay, we have been looking for houses in New York, but every time we pick one or whatever, we end up losing it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking about putting down roots here in LA. Now, do this and well, look. If you're looking for houses or whatever, you need to put an offer in because if you don't, you're gonna lose it. Okay, if you see a space, here, you need to pull it and say, "Hey, I want it. I want this space." And because I watch tons of I'm an AGTV fanatic. Okay, love it, and I do, and I also watch it. $1 Million Listing on Bravo. And I do know most realtors do say like in certain markets, certain houses go fast. So yes, if you do see something you really, really want, you do have to put it off. You can't wait. You know what I'm saying? So that's what partner was saying or whatever. So JoJo, said, "Oh, I think that'll be a good idea." Okay, I kind of been looking at whatever the house. I have not told my wife. Yeah, I have not told my wife I'm looking for houses in a whole other state across the country for us. She don't know. But she wants to move to LA, okay? But I don't want to get her all excited before I can officially say yes, we're gonna move and blah 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 blah. Okay. I was like, We then see JoJo out with Eric, Lil Easy, doing what? Looking at houses. Not with his wife. No. He's with punk ass Eric. Okay, now he out here with Eric shop for house, but he has a house somebody sent me. Let me go look real quick. Okay, I'm gonna go with Eric. Okay, because I do not want Tanice to come here, fall in love with the house. Okay, and then we lose it, and then she's sad. Okay, I don't like seeing my wife hurt. Now, while I understand someone wanting to protect their wives, however, sir, you can't. No. If we're moving from state to state, I need to see I need to see the tub, the shower, the closet space. Cause you a dude, you don't get, baby, that closet don't even fit. Okay, I can't fit my clothes in that closet, babe. So why would you say a house you love it because the pool was cute? The pool, I don't have space for my clothes. So that look when I buy my house, my main concern is closet space, my kitchen, and the master bed. Well, either the master bedroom and the master bathroom, the ensuite. Okay, I need it to look amazing, or it needs to be spacious enough that I can renovate it and make it my dream stuff. Okay. The only thing I would renovate is a bathroom. The kitchen needs to be amazing. Okay. But men sometimes don't think about that. So you around here shopping with Eric. I'm trying to see. I don't want Tanice to be upset. Now he's walking around the house. Wow. 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 He's wowing the whole. He's wowing everything. Okay. He's taking pictures. He's doing video. Now I will say I can appreciate him taking a video. So that way, if he liked the house, and he thinks Tanice will like the house, he can show her a video, you know, ASAP, and then say, hey babe, now let's go see it. Okay. So yes, get video so I can see if I like it too. But again, you're around here, look at the house. Okay. And he said, I love it. I know Tanice will love it too. Okay. It's a beautiful house. He loves it. It's a 4,300 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, a pool, a jacuzzi. The house was fully renovated. The house looked a bit small to me. Even though it's 4,300 feet, it looks boxed off a little bit. When they show him a closet, I said, that's a small closet. Now, of course, you can remodel it or whatever and put some poles up and get the little shelf shit in it. But no, the closet still looks small to me. Maybe they don't have clothes. Like I have, y'all know I have 5 closets. I have 5 closets and all my stuff can't, I have in the closet room, on my couch in there, it's a stack of shit. It's a whole bunch of new stuff I have to get put away, but I have to first get rid of some old stuff. My point is, I have a lot of stuff, okay? So maybe they don't have as much clothes as I do. I don't know. Now, the realtor tell them how to look. The house is nice. I got a few offers or whatever. So you have a chance to get it, but I suggest, you know what I'm saying, you put your foot where your mouth is or whatever and say something. So he's like, you know what? I want to put an offer. He brings up how he always used to want to be able to pull up to a house with his mom. Say, hey, mom, I bought your house. He didn't do that. So he like, I would love to do that now with Tanice. Okay, I think she'll love the house or whatever. So yeah, I'm like, you cannot put an offer in without showing her the house, sir. Oh, stupidity. Now we then see Sam. Sam meets up with Lazy and Eric. Now, I don't know who they trying to force to believe that Sam is this musical genius artist or whatever, who we just are misunderstanding and we should no. You know, Sam has shown me the evilness of his ways too much for me to want to enjoy his music. I'm just saying, okay? Now, Lazy said, oh, that was a nice music you was playing. That was nice, okay? Now, Sam bring up how he wants to stop doing music for himself. He wants to stop being an artist or whatever. He wants to just sit around the house and write for other people. Now, look, I don't have an issue with Sam writing for other people. I mean, he got to make some money some kind of way. So I'm not against that man making money, but I would not purchase someone he's performing, okay? But if he make a nice little ditty for somebody else, I mean, whatever. But again, he wants to just write for other people for a living. He says that he thinks he writes better for others than for himself. That may be true, because you ain't nothing. When I say I can't say S-H-I-T. So typically, if I'm saying you ain't nothing, that means you ain't S-H-I-T. Okay, now. He said people like his music more when it's not him doing it. Well, I mean, because people don't like you. Sam has not built up remorse for how much conflict he caused when he first got with Egypt. I feel like Sam has forgot the complete chaos that ensued when he first was messing with Egypt. and the rift between Egypt and Tete, between Egypt and Briana, even the point between even at one Egypt and Pepper, whatever. I feel like Sam forgets we saw all that and we don't trust him. So yeah, that's why I think people don't want to hear your music. Okay, now he played them a song he made for Egypt, and they, oh, that's really good. Yeah, if you write stuff like, and again, a lot of people write songs for, like a lot of men write songs for women, and we be like, a dude wrote that? I can't believe a dude wrote that. What, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I didn't hear the full song. I just feel like Sam got to get out my face. Okay, but if Lazy and Erickson was nice, I mean, I'm letting them say it's nice. I'm gonna say I don't want to hear that. Okay, but if I hear Egypt, I'm not an Egypt musical fan. But I feel like it's because she has not found her own sound yet. She's still finding herself. So I don't want Sam's corruption of who he thinks she is as an artist to be who she is as an artist. I want Egypt to know who she wants to be. Okay. Anyway, Lazy brings up, he's like, I think Sam was a bit troubled. Some things going on or whatever. I know Tretch said that, they had some issues or whatever. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm feeling a little bit apprehensive. Okay. Because I wanted to ask Sam to participate in the little hip hop celebration. I'm like, what are you going to do? I mean, this is my thing. Sam has not contributed to the hip hop community in the past 50 years enough for him to be included in it. If y'all want to have a cast, a variety show, then say that. But don't tie the 50th anniversary of hip hop into this BS. Don't do that, Lazy. Don't do that. But Sam said, look, I don't know. I got to figure things out or whatever because I'm still waiting to see about my charges, okay? Because they caught me, you know what I'm saying? They caught me with an AR. An AR what? An AR-15. I mean, not an AR-15. What? Now, when Eric said, Eric said, why would you even need that in Vegas? I was like, I know, right? Like, Sam, I don't like machine guns. I don't. I feel like Eric said, you don't even need that here. That doesn't make any damn sense. And when Sam started, well, you know what I'm saying? Your dad, he had the big guns. I'm like, nigga, that was in the 90s. It was really different back then. Eazy-E was an actual drug dealer. It was different. And Aaron, like, look, he was a millionaire and, getting away with stuff, whatever. And it was different back then. It was. It wasn't right, but it was different. Sam, you have no reason to have that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't your life, son. It isn't, okay? And when Eric said, he can't, because Eric went in a confessional. Eric said, he can't be, comparing himself to my dad. You know what I'm saying? My dad was a king. You know what I'm saying? He out here doing kitty shit. I was like, that's true. I mean, you are getting caught up in kitty BS that you should not be caught up in or whatever. I'm gonna let that be. But he tells them, look, I'm working on stuff, whatever. I'm boxing to get my aggression out. You know what I'm saying? Telling my emotions or whatever I'm saying. But I want to have a food truck. Yeah, I want to have a food truck. Yes, I want to have a food truck. I was like, he really keeps talking about this food truck. And they're like, okay, so what kind of food? Oh man, I want to do snow cones. I was like, this is how he said it. Like, man, I want to do snow cones. I'm like, I mean, because I'm in Michigan, we have 7-Elevens here. So our 7-Elevens have, like icy and slushy machines or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's not a big thing here because we have winters. I believe, I can assume because they're in Nevada, in Vegas, in Cali, whatever, it may be bigger there because it's hot all the time there. So that could be a big business, okay? And I'm like, whatever. But he like, I want to sell snow cones. I want to do snow cones. They're like, oh, okay. Now we see his little truck. Yeah, we know Pepper got him. Okay, he owned a snow cone truck or whatever outside a weed dispensary. I'm like, now again, with any kind of food truck, location. Because he said, Okay, look, if I find the right location, I can make thousands a day. I can work about 20 hours a week. Okay, that could bring me in about a lot of. So on a regular food truck, okay, an average food truck, whatever, can make between 6 and 12 grand a day. Okay, if I can make 6 grand a day, working 4 hours a day, you know what I'm saying? About man, look, that's 4 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? 5 days a week. That's 20 hours. Okay, I can make a bank. Okay, and then I can chill out. Sam is the kind of person who does have a lot of ideas. Okay, because he has people. No, let's start on up. He has people, Pepper, who is funding his not weird ass ideas, his ideas, because he don't want to work. That's what it is. He don't really want to work. He can't really do music, so I have to find something easy to do to make money. Okay. I'm gonna leave that be. Look, if he can make 6 grand or to 12 grand a day selling snow cones, peace be on him. That means there's more time that Egypt can spend elsewhere. Because again, if you in a snow cone truck, she out somewhere working too. I want to see the receipts. I want to see how anyone is making 6 to 12 grand a day on a food truck. How it ain't? Does everybody want something, Kurt? A food truck, maybe, because I think you can charge more for a food truck. Like here in the summertime, we have food trucks that be around the city or whatever. If a corned beef sandwich, because it's one, because I'm going to get one. We have a food truck here that does like corned beef sandwiches. Okay, like corned beef egg rolls or whatever. They can make a killing because they can charge about $8 per egg roll. Okay, and everybody here love a good old egg roll. So I can see how a food truck could make thousands a day because they're selling food that costs money. Snow cone can't be more than what, $2? Or let's say $4. You would have to sell all the ice and snow cones in the world, Craig, to make 6 grand that day. I'm just saying, okay? Now you can make 1,000 a day, which means you're making 6,000 a week, or four. If you work 5 days, you make $1,000 a day. Okay, that's $5,000 a week. 5,000 a week, I can believe. But 6 to 12K a day on snow cones outside a drug dispensary. Are you a drug dealer? Are you selling a cannabis? I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. We see Cree meet up with Vanessa. We don't need Vanessa around. Vanessa and Angela can go away. Okay, we have these weird. I don't know why they're here. Again, that's why I'm saying I don't know if this show is just making up shit. I think it is. Because it's like, why y'all here? Anyway, Cree and Vanessa meet up or whatever. Now she tells her how I talked to Briana at that little skate party, whatever. We, things were fine. Briana was drinking or whatever, but she said she didn't want to issue with me, so I said fine. But again, because she was drinking, I don't know. Okay, but she told me she did not want to issue. So I'm leaving it at that, okay? Because everybody keep telling me, let Briana be Briana. That's how she is. I don't agree with people saying, oh, she was crazy. No. When you let crazy folk act crazy, they feel entitled to be crazy folk. And that's why Briana act how she do. Because people have entitled her to feel like she can be a bitch, okay? And no one can bother her. Girl, not on my watch. Not on my watch. Now, Cree also brings up how people don't know, but she did it with a whole lot. Her grandma passed away. Her cousin then passed away. Her great-grandmother is dying from cancer because the great-grandma no longer wants treatment. So she's emotionally going through it. But again, no one knows. So I think her point was people messing with me, and I'm gonna knock my head off because I'm already, you know what I'm saying, and she was crying. Look, I think people don't get, and I'm not trying. Cree is an adult. I can't stress that enough. The other people on the show, meaning Bree, Sakoya, to be are not adults. because they can't handle conversations or whatever. And I think all of them here or there say shady things or whatever, but it aggravates me how they. We'll get there. We'll get there. My point with Cree was saying how she just feels like she's therapy because she keeps just moving. She just keeps moving and doing things or whatever to not stop and feel and deal with how she's feeling. And she's like, it's kind of building because you know what I'm saying? I'm going crazy a little bit. And how she feel like in our community, the black community, that it's okay to be like an angry person, angry black person, whatever, but you don't cry about it. She feels like she can't cry out her emotions because you can't do that. And I do think that's how some people feel, and that may be how she feels she has to act. So at least she knows she should go talk to someone because again, express your emotions, okay? Because like I don't want to keep dealing with things as in me just holding things in because that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. It isn't. Now that's great. Therapy is great, okay? Counseling is a good thing, okay? We're more than just angry people. But yeah, also Briana had an event and I wanted to invite you to come. She's like, girl, wait, is it an incense event? I said, instant event. When Cree said, because my nose is so sensitive, I am just too sensitive to smells, and I don't want to have no coffee fit because of stuff. I don't know what it is. And look, I fully agree. Like, I feel like people don't get how strong incense are. Like, incense aren't like candles. Incense will burn your whole face off with the smell being so strong. That's why I don't do incense at all. My dad used to love incense back when I was younger. And I've been, incense was a huge thing, like in the late 90s. I'm sorry, no, the early 90s, late 80s. And so I also would not want to go to someone's incense party if that's what they do. Because it would make me get sick. You know what I'm saying? So I fully got Cree. It was a shady ass comment, but I'm like, but it's true. It's true. We see Tanice and Aaliyah meet up. So Tanice, who is JoJo's wife, and Aaliyah, who is Eric's wife. I feel like she's fully a cast member now. Aaliyah is. This is a sad scene to me because we fully get to see and witness how Eric and shit. How Aaliyah is basically just a kept woman who ain't happy all the way, but she's used to how Eric is or whatever, and that ain't right. It isn't. Now, Tanice, they was shopping for shoes and shopping for stuff or whatever, and Tanice brings up how JoJo talks all the time, or teases her all the time, whatever, about her spending, she spends a lot of money while shopping. She wasn't saying he don't want me to shop. This is how he'll say, you're shopping again or whatever. Now, when she said that about JoJo, Aaliyah brings up how Eric is always gambling. He gambles all the time, okay? How he will ignore her phone calls if he's gambling. He's a bad husband. Because I feel like it's one thing that you gamble all the time. It's something else that when you were out gambling, if your wife was calling you, you ignore calls. I was like, nigga, what? So again, for that, to me, he's a bad husband. But it seemed like she's just used to it. And she's like, yeah, he be out, all the time. He sometimes don't get home till 4 in the morning. She was like, girl, how often is that? How often is he out till 4 a.m.? Girl, like Monday, Friday. Like anytime he not working, he gambling. And I was like, that's an issue. Like, y'all have too many kids for him to not be at home helping. You know what I'm saying? And you can tell she's saying it from a point of her being tired of him doing it. But the fact that she then said, that she'll tell him how she don't like it. You know what I'm saying? How she wants him home more often, how he should not be out here gambling. And she said, well, he'll check me about checking him because he'll tell me you can't check me because I make the money. I said, nigga, what? I said, hold up, what? Girl. This is why I always say we have to make our own money. Because we never want to get to the point where a man feel like You can't tell him you should stop doing that because they feel like because they make the money, you have no say on where the money. What? I was like, oh no, no ma'am. No ma'am. Okay. And I like that Tanice, like it don't matter who make the money, y'all are a team. It should be joint. I fully agree. Now I'm not saying that Aaliyah should be the one over the finance. I'm not saying she should be over finance. I'm not saying that she has to be the king or the queen of it. But I mean, if I'm saying, baby, you should not be gambling like that. You can't tell me I can't have an opinion because I don't make the money. That would make me leave you. Because to me, that means you don't value that I'm telling you, like you're doing something too much that's costing us money, and your excuse can't be, well, because I make it, I can spend it. That's stupid. And if as my husband, you don't respect my opinion on our household monthly expenses, you don't respect me as your wife. So Aaliyah also said, because she was saying how, things were equal. And in her confessional, she said, look, Eric don't listen to me at all. I'm saying I have a totally different marriage than Tanice and JoJo has. And I think her point was Tanice was giving sound advice about just being married. And Aaliyah, no, my husband basically ain't nice. He don't listen to me or whatever. He feel like because he feel what he say go. He feel like he make the money, he make the decisions. And so it's not as easy for her to be like, well, we a team. He like, but we not. It's my money. You know what I'm saying? But she did say, okay, because fuck him. I'm going to spend up all the money I want to do today. I'm going to spend the money today. I was like, girl, we hope you don't get in trouble. Now, they went from that conversation to, if they want more kids or whatnot. Now, Aaliyah says she does not want more children. She said, I don't want more kids. I think her and him only have either 2 or 3 kids, but I believe Eric has other kids with other women. Okay? So the 3 kids he's in their house last week or weeks last, he has more than just those 3. Okay? He just had a couple kids with her. I think it may be 2 with her. I don't know. Anyway, but she said she don't want no more kids. However, she does not want to get a tube set. I was like, what that means to me is we're not using condoms. We just hope we don't get pregnant again. Because she said we're playing it safe. Playing it safe to me means it's a pull out method. You know what I'm saying? If I'm you know what I'm saying? No. So Tanice brings up how, well, first of all, you know what I'm saying, I think the guy should be the one to get snipped because we had the baby. So if a husband and wife don't want kids, the wife should not be the one to get her tube tied. No, get yourself snipped. So that way you can't shoot my club. Okay? It won't be nothing now. It won't no bang, none of that. I agree. It's easier for men to get a vasectomy than it is for a woman to have her tube tied. It's a whole different process. You hear me? Okay. Anyway, when Tanice brings up how I think guys should get snipped or whatever, she then brought up how, well, if you're gonna do that with JoJo, y'all should do that before y'all move to LA. Because Eric told me, I'm saying, y'all put an offer on the house. She's like, say what now? What house? What? So she's now let the bean slip that JoJo put down a payment because Eric told her. Because Eric talked too damn much. And he never shuts up. Now, Tanice is pissed. She's upset. Okay? So when JoJo gets home, nigga, what? You bought a house without telling me? I am so mad at you. Okay? And then Aaliyah told me that you said, Aaliyah told you, was let JoJo know that Eric told Aaliyah. Because Eric talks too damn much. Okay, not saying, that let's keep JoJo's secret away. I just mean at the end of the day, he talked too damn much. Okay, so he's trying. Let me explain. We're already looking for a house in New York. Okay, now we was here or whatever. I'm saying we here right now, whatever. And someone, just happened to send me a house. I did not plan on putting no offer in at all. Okay, I just went and looked real quick to see what it was. Okay, it was not me trying to. First of all, you lying because you were saying how you did not want to include her because you did not want her hopes up. Okay, now even though you can say you had no intent of putting in an offer on this house, you still went there with the intent to see it without her. Period. Okay. It's a great house. I have the video to show you whatever. I put in an offer, but we can also back out the offer if you don't like it. But at least we in here right now, and whatnot. And so I was like, nigga, what? Now they both say how they're both nervous. They're both nervous to move from New York to LA. Her family is there. The most of his family is there. But Vanessa is in LA. We know Angela is in Atlanta. But their parents are all in New York. So both of them are just saying how they were scared to move. It's a big thing. But I'm like, y'all have your own family. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have 2 kids. Y'all are married or whatever. Like, if y'all want to be in LA because it's better for y'all family can literally travel and see y'all. You know what I'm saying? Now, look, I would never move out of state from my mom. And if my mom left Michigan, I would probably go with her. I will buy a house wherever she goes. However, for me, I feel like if y'all want to move, y'all should just move. It's not as if, they want to move, but they're just being scary or whatever. So, he wipes her tears away. It was really cute. He wiped her tears away like that. We're going to be okay. We have each other. You know what I'm saying? We always say how, the only way to grow is to go. So, we may have to just make this move, whatever. And it's, to walk on faith. And I'm like, girl, get your ass to LA. Girl, on to Briana's event. Briana invited, girl, this is the event she told Sakoya about. I'm going to have this event. I'm like, it was boring. If you ask me, it was some old hood, whatever. Okay, it was called Briana's Gauntlet. I was like, a gauntlet. When she said every time they had stuff, it's all fruit. It's all fancy. So she wanted some down home gutter stuff, whatever. So again, it was Briana, Vanessa, Sakoya, Cree, Tete, and Aaliyah. Vanessa was Vanessa was there to get a check. That's it. I feel like the Simmons rarely, well, at least Vanessa and Angela. JoJo will go to places or whatever, but they won't. So I think she was there for a quick little check. Okay. Anyway, the first thing was, I have shirts for y'all. Okay, put shirts on, whatever. We're gonna play Never Have I Ever, and then whoever hasn't done whatever, take a drink. Now Vanessa already said she could not drink because she had to go get her kid. Cree, like, I'm just not drinking because I don't want to drink. But in the cup, she had something, but she would not tell them what it was, but it was not liquor. Now, the first messy question was, never have I ever stuck my nose in other people's family business. I was like, girl, what? So everyone should have taken a drink, was what Cree said. But Cree, I don't think Cree drank. But first of all, I'm not drinking random shots of stuff that I don't know what it is. Leave me alone, okay? Period. Now, Vanessa then gets up and she leaves. I was like, girl, not you leaving. Vanessa, no. Vanessa, no. Okay, I'm going to scream. Vanessa knows Cree don't really get along with them. So, girl, where is you going? Okay, get back here. But anyway, she's gone. Now, they talking. Okay, Tete asking questions. How did the skating party go with Sakoya and blah, 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 blah. Sakoya, in her usual braggadocious way, it was good. Lazy King, he wasn't invited or whatever. I had a talk with my mama, but really we fought or whatever and saying it wasn't a good meeting. Blah, 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 blah. But again, her whole spiel about, I'm upset, my mama dating lazy girl. Anyway. So, but she's saying how, my mama didn't do things right. Excuse me. My mama did not do things right or whatever. I'm saying she should be divorced first. She isn't doing things in the appropriate way. And the whole time she's talking, even I'm like, girl, what do you mean? What are you talking about? So Cree said, now again, they're sitting there, they're having a conversation. Okay. They're sitting there having a conversation. Now, this is what I mean when I say Cree is too mature for this group. Because when we are in a scene and we're having a conversation, people will have opinions. People will have opinions. It may not be your cup of tea, but you can't be having a conversation and you're upset that someone is like engaged in the conversation. Okay. Now Cree then asks, what do you mean by your mom aren't doing things, I'm saying, in the appropriate way? Queen then says how it's not appropriate, okay, to move on and not be divorced. Okay, even if you're separated, she's not divorced. Okay, to be in a relationship and cheating is a problem. But your daddy was cheating on your mama. Again, she is why did your mother have to be more perfect than your father? Anyway, the way Sakoya was talking, it was aggravating me because she's putting more responsibility on her mama to do things the quote unquote appropriate way, but not her father. And it's dumb. It's like, I hate when people hold women to a higher standard than they do the man. You're holding your mother to a higher standard than your father, and you really want your mama to stay with JoJo. No. And so again, a conversation, if you're saying it's not appropriate, okay, for someone to be still legally married, even if they have been separated for 2 years and are not getting back together, you feel like your mama's being inappropriate. That is not how things should be. If you're married, you should, girl. So Cree said, well, so because they're not divorced, you think is wrong? Like, was your mom mad at you for having a child before getting married? I said, oh, Lord. Cree asked, in my opinion, a messy yet valid question. If Sakoya is up here preaching her holier than thou, no one should be around here dating someone while separated, that's not appropriate. Okay, well, some folks feel like you're supposed to be married to have children. Some people feel like it's inappropriate to have a baby out of wedlock. That's how some people feel. And that's true, okay? In my opinion, that was a question. You're up here yelling and fussing every scene we see in how my mama wrong. She's still married. She should not be dating. That's not appropriate. Well, a lot of people feel like having a child out of wedlock is not appropriate. So Cree saying, was your mom mad at you for having a child before being married? Now, was that a messy and petty question? It absolutely was. However, it was also a valid comparison. You are a person who did something in your life which some people would deem inappropriate. Did your mama judge you based on that decision of you having a child before being married? Did your mama judge you? Was your mom mad at you the way you mad at her for doing something that someone else or one of y'all feel is inappropriate? Now, Sakoya, of course, was offended. I will flip this table over. Okay, I can't believe. And then go Briana, what's the problem? Okay, it's always a problem. It's always an issue. It's always, I just don't get it. And Cree, like, what's the question? Like, what's the question for me? Because I don't hear a question. I'm saying, well, I don't get why, girl. Cree was like, look, I don't know everybody here. I'm very straightforward or whatever I'm saying. We all sitting here. I'm going to talk, okay? But no one asked me a question, so what is going on? And this is my issue. Again, adults have conversation. And Sakoya can't be around here consistently saying her mama is doing something wrong when she did something that some folks feel is inappropriate. Was your mama mad at you? No. Well, then why can't you cut your mama some slack? Now, when Cree also told her before, hey, your mom went through some shit with your daddy. You can't really be pissed at your mama for leaving him because he was an alcoholic. We all knew that. So I feel like Sakoya's being upset that people are addressing elephants in the room. You want to keep talking about what your mama is still married to your daddy and she should not. Your daddy was a cheating, emotionally, mentally, emotionally, mentally, spiritually abusive to your mama. Okay, because his alcoholism was a lot to deal with. So you want to have these conversations, but ignore the elephant in the room, and the elephant is your drunk father. So as an adult, you can't say, hey, let's only make it seem like my mama wrong for what I don't like her doing. But you did something that she's asking, was your mama mad at you? Because you weren't married when you had a kid, but you want her to stay married to your father and not date while separated. You don't like that. So I felt it was a fair question. Was it messy? Was it shady? Technically, yes. However, I feel like in real life, I would have asked that question too. Like, what your mom mad? Because some folks feel like, weird like babies ain't right. I would have maybe worded it in a joking manner, but Cree is very mature. So she's also a little bit petty. We're gonna say that. But when Aaliyah said, look, Cree and Briana bump heads because they both are bullheads. So there is a bump of heads, whatever. She said, but they both can have a better delivery because it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Okay. That's really what it is. Because again, they all sitting around here and it's just a messy situation of this conversation or whatever. But again, to me, Cree was going along with the conversation and just basically called us way out of her bullshit. And I didn't see an issue with it. Could she have worded it better? Yes, she could. But I felt like she posed a logical question. Was your mom mad at you? Because you had to be out of the way a lot. Okay. But to me, I felt like everyone there don't like, let's be honest, Tete and Cree had issues last season, and we know they both don't see it for each other, and Tete has an attitude with Cree to this day. Briana and Sakoya will already talk about, not really rocking with Cree. So in my opinion, when Angela left, which is only left Aaliyah as the buffer, we knew shit was going to hit the fan. Because Aaliyah don't say much, he don't do much, he sit there and look pretty. Okay? So as they're talking, because Cree's saying, you keep talking to me, Briana, but I don't see a question. Okay? What are you asking me? With a full attitude. Tete then say, well, you always have these slick ass comments under your tone, and when someone offends you, you want to be paid and say shit. But I feel like all of y'all do that. Like right now, how you just talked to Cree was exactly what you accused Cree of doing. All of you, look, I'm not saying Cree is innocent in this or whatever. Cree could have worded it differently and had a different tone. I fully agree with that. But Sakoya ain't no baby. So if we can't have adult conversation without you being offended, what the fuck? Cree did not even ask it in a way that would have offended me, but I can understand the offense. But still, I feel like y'all putting 20 on 10. And in my opinion, Tete, Cree, and Sakoya then wanted to be a goddamn trio of trifecta or whatever going at Cree. Because I was like, but this is the thing. Sakoya, was your mama mad? Was she pissed off? I don't know. Answer the question. Okay. So Cree, like, why, Tete, why did you even start with me? Like, I thought we had our beef already, whatever. Leave me, bitch, okay? And well, first of all, because you keep coming at me, and I'm like, what? Now, I don't know what they cut out for Tete to feel like Cree was coming at her, but I feel like y'all wasn't even talking to each other. So how was she coming at you? If Sakoya the one talking and completely complaining about her mama, why are you offended, Tete? Tete then said, and yes, your presence does annoy me. So again, Tete already was annoyed with Cree simply because Cree was there. So when they have these scenes where they have a lot of folk here, and then the one person, three of the four other folk there don't like, what did y'all think was gonna happen? I knew they were going to have some kind of issue with Cree. I knew Cree would say something that would set someone off. Because again, Cree is a matter-of-fact type of person like me. And she asks logical, well, you sound dumb because you complain about your mama doing something that was inappropriate to you, but you have done things that your parents could have also found inappropriate. Were they mad at you? Again, it's that kind of thing. So Cree, first of all, Tete, Cree said to Tete, your presence annoys me too, okay? Just like your leave out. I said, bitch, I leave out. Look, this is the gotcha. Tete's leave outs used to really irk my nerves. So when Cree said, your presence irks my nerves just like your leave out, I said, ooh, Tete did used to have horrible leave outs. I mean, it's a bit better this season, but I felt the jab, okay? And so it's like, and on that, I'm out. Because at this point, I would have been left. I wouldn't have. Once Vanessa left, yeah, I'm going to go too. Because you don't really rock with them at all, okay? But I'm going to that be. So Briana said, I'm annoyed that you're here. I'm annoyed that you were invited. Cree said, I'm annoyed that I'm here. Well, you shouldn't have came, you stupid bitch. I'm like, why she gotta be no. Briana said, you shouldn't have came, you ungrateful bitch. And again, I'm like, why am I here? Girl. So Cree leaves. Sakoya, Briana, and Tete are like schoolgirls with the same enemy, so they're not good friends. And I'm like, again, I don't like it. I don't like it. Aaliyah goes out to check on Cree, who's like, look, I am fine that, whatever happened. Okay, I'm fine or whatever. But I feel like they were fucking with me because I have an opinion. Like, I don't get why it's an issue for y'all that I have an opinion and y'all make it seem like me giving my opinion is me, fucking with y'all. And that ain't what it is, whatever. How you mad at your mama for not being divorced, but you had a kid out of where? Like, those are two things that people find or that people say are inappropriate. You're mad at your mom for doing something, but you also did something too. Do you not think you have done things that your mom will also not like your decision? She's like, that was my point. Again, I got her point. It was just a delivery. Okay. So at this point, Briana come out to check on her because Briana, I don't want her to feel like we're, jumping on her. I don't want to do that or whatever. So she go out there and make sure that Cree does not feel ganged up on. But y'all did, but whatever. Okay. Look, if we are here talking about something or whatever, I'm going to have an opinion. And I don't want to have to coddle anyone when I talk, meaning I should not have to use baby words because now Sakoya is offended. Fuck. Okay. And they kind of went back and forth. Briana still had attitude. Well, I feel like I had issues as well, relating to people when I first got here. Okay. I'm like, you been an asshole. And Cree, like, I don't think my issues, I'm not relating to people. I think, I came with good energy. I was Vanessa's +1, I'm saying. As soon as Vanessa left, the vibes and the energy just switched, okay? And just, I don't get why my opinion, became an issue. That then offended Briana. Oh, you only came because you were Vanessa's +1? Well, fine. When I have an event, I'm saying I would not invite you. I was like, girl, bye. So Briana then walked off and Cree was like, oh, I guess I'm the villain. I will be the villain. I guess so. In my opinion, I feel like Cree should leave the show because not for them to win or whatever, but I feel like I want to see them have logical. The fact that no one has said to Sakoya, girl, you've done stuff I think your parents would not like to, so why are you harping on this shit so much? But no one is like being honest with her about the BS. Even when Briana said, like, look, who your mama bang should not matter to you. She didn't want to listen to that. Again, they are placating her and making her feel like she has a right to be upset. No, bitch. You've done shit too. Leave it be, bitch. Leave it be. Anyway, that's how the episode went off. I hope you all enjoyed. Do not forget today at 5:30 p.m. I will be live on my channel for the Love After Lockup review. Come on through for that. Other than that, do not forget to like the video, comment in the comment section, also share this video too, and follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, also on Twitter. Other than that, y'all, I gotta go. Bye.